Hello, my friend. Marwan is here. In this tutorial, I'm gonna teach you how to create realistic leather texture. First of all, let's be honest. Realistic texture is depend on the texture that you picked to use. For me, I have this one. I'm gonna show you this texture. This is very accurate and big texture is 4K and I gonna use it. I have the diffuse and I have the normal map and gloss. And I have bunch of maps like this one, scratch, and I have this displacement is wrinkles for the leather, and I have this black and white map, and I got this one, this image. I will use it for create metal things. So first of all, I need to set up the scene. The scene now is very easy. It's just a sofa and a background, this object and a camera. I need to add a light source. I will use a Corona renderer. So from the official toolbar, I'm gonna use add Corona light, and I will choose rectangle and the color just be sure it's white and create a light just like that. Give it a rotate and activate the target of the light. It's very important. Put the target in the center of the sofa from top view just like that, and from side view take it down a bit, and now the light will be directed into the sofa. Move it wherever you want. I will add one here, and for directionality use 0.5 directionality just to make the lights focused on the object more. Hit C from the keyboard and make interactive render just to see the first light. That's cool. That's for the first light. It's very powerful actually. Maybe I can take the intensity down for 10. It will be nice. And for the background, I gonna give it black material. Hit M from the keyboard and create Corona material. Change the color and apply it to the ground. I will add another source light. Just hit shift and click, drag the light, and it will be directed to the sofa. Copy, take it up a bit. For this light, you can change the color. I will use a blue. This light will give me a blue effect above the edge of the sofa. That will give me a nice effect, and I want that effect. I will create another light source from this area, almost here. You can keep it white or you can use another color, and I will create another light source in the top like this, and this light source will be very low intensity. I will choose 5 intensity, 5 will be, and hit C and hit interactive render just to see the results. So I got this result. The problem right now, the light source is visible in the render. So for this one, I gonna choose it and click invisible. That's cool. And for this light source, I gonna take the intensity up for 50, for example, just to make this effect visible. Now you are ready to add the material to your object, and don't worry about the exposure. You can take this up for 2 maybe. Yeah, the highlight compress will fix the problem. Hit stop. Now I will create the leather texture. Choose a corona material. First of all, I need to connect the diffuse. In the diffuse color, I need to add 2 color, dark and something more bright. So I gonna duplicate the map, hit shift and drag, just like that. For this one, the top one, just double click it and go to the output and take the RGB level up. If you're doing that, you will make the color more bright, and that will change the color of this map. After that, create a corona ambient occlusion, and you have occluded color and unoccluded color. I want to add the dark one in the edge of this map, so I gonna link it here just to make sure. No, I should link it right here. Now it's in the dark area, and link this in the unoccluded color. That's right. For the properties of ambient occlusion, max distance, you need to take this down for maybe 2 or 3 centimeters. And right directionality, when you take this up, it will make the ambient occlusion more sharp and obvious. So I'll change this number to 0.3. For color spread, I will change this number to 0.4 maybe, and I'm gonna link it to the diffuse color and choose this map or this map and hit show shaded material on the viewport and apply the texture to the sofa, to this part and this part. Now I got this result. It's very nice. I will make a render just to see the ambient occlusion how will act. Hit interactive render. As you see now, the ambient occlusion, it's visible in the cavities, and the general color is for this map. If you want to make the effect more visible from the corona ambient occlusion properties, take this number up for 4 centimeters, for example, and as you see, the effects become visible. To create a variation in the ambient occlusion effect, I will choose a map. It exists here, this one, black and white. So just link this node to this node in the ambient occlusion distance and hit interactive render again just to see the effect. As you see, the effect is very obvious right here in this area and in this area. The effect is very big, and that's because the variation in the color, you can take the distance down. 4 centimeter will be 3. And if there are very big difference between the color and it cause a problem, it's very easy to fix. Just hit this material and go to the properties. The RGB level, take it down for 2. That will make the effect less. Alright, that looks nice. After that, I need to add a reflection to this material. I'm gonna stop the render and make this big. To add reflection, I will use the gloss map and I will duplicate it. I will use this map for reflection and the other for gloss. Just link them like this. And open the properties of this material and take the reflection up to 1. That's cool. After that, from the properties of this map, I give it a contrast. You can use a Corona color correct to do that and link it in the reflection like this, and the contrast level, take it up, maybe for 3, and link the reflection gloss. The amount of reflection gloss, it need to be adjusted. So from the properties and from the output, just take the RGB level for 2. That's cool. That looks nice. And for the color correct, the contrast, take it up for example. That looks nice. Now I need to add a bump. I have a normal map bump, and I need to choose a Corona normal map and link it, and again link it to the bump. It will make a problem because gamma, just open the properties and enable add gamma input. It will be fixed. I got this result. I will make interactive render just to see what's going on. The result is very reflected. It needs to be adjusted. It's very easy. Just stop the render. From Corona reflection, color correct for the reflection. Take the brightness down. That's cool. I'm gonna make another render. I have very highlights happens here. These issues is corrected from the glossiness. RGB level, make it 1.5 and hit interactive render again. That's almost nice result. I can take the reflection amount of, I mean the brightness up a bit, because now it's very low. .03 and minus. After that, for the bump, you need to take the blur down for 0.1 just to make the image sharp. Alright, you can call that the first section. After that, I will duplicate the material right here, and I will delete this one and the empty occlusion. I don't want them, and connect this in here, and take the RGB level up for 3 maybe. That's cool. And I will use Corona layered material. Put this in the base and this one in the layer 1. So I need to add a mask. The mask will be this map. I'm gonna open it just to see it. View image. This one. Link it to the mask and apply the new texture to the sofa, and choose this map and hit show shaded material in viewport just to see the map. I want to take a look on the map how it will be. It's very much tiled. I will change the information in the tiling. I will add maybe 0.5 just to see what's going on. 0.5, maybe it's nice. Alright, I can accept this number and interactive render again just to see what's going on. The effect is not visible. It's need a bit of editing from the material. It's very easy. Just go to the properties of this map and RGB level, take it to 5 maybe. Let's see. And now as you see some crackles effects shown in the map. And if you take the RGB level up and up, it will be more visible. 6 maybe? Yeah, now it's visible. I will render this image just to see the effects. Let's see what's going on, what's happening. Check out this effect, it's very nice. It gave a realism to the material. Alright, I'm gonna accept this result, I like it. Stop the render. I will add a displacement. I will choose this one for displacement. Just link it in the first map here, and hit show shaded material in viewport in the corona layered, just to see the map. From the properties, you can change the tiling for the map like this. I change it to 4.4 to make the map bigger on the object. From the properties of the material, go to displacement and take the amount down to 0.3. And for this one, just link it in the displacement and do the same thing, 0.3. That's it. Another render just to see the effect. The first number of the displacement was not visible. I stopped the render and I changed the displacement to 0.5 for this material and this one. After that, the displacement become more visible in this area and here in this area. It gave the sofa more wrinkles, but I think it's too much, so I'm gonna change it to 0.4 for the both material. For this one, 0.4, and this one, 0.4, because I want it to be subtle. Alright, this is the leather texture. It's finished. Now I will create a metal texture for these parts. I will choose Corona material and I will use this map. Corona color I want here, and I want to change the color to something orangish like this. That's cool. And I need a Corona mix, and I will duplicate this map here and put this in the top and this in the bottom, and mix operation, change it to multiply, add this information in the reflection color. And if you want, you can add a Corona color correct here in this area. This will be useful. And the diffuse level, take it down to 0. You don't want the diffuse or glaciations, take it up to 1. And the most important thing is the Fresnel. Take the reflection up, don't forget it. Fresnel, choose 6. And I need gloss. Link the gloss in the reflection gloss and give it color correct. Now you have the ability to use the curve, this one, enable it and use it. That's cool. Maybe take it down a bit. Alright, now apply this material to this one and this part right here, and show shaded material just to see the texture. Now the texture is okay. I'll make another render to see this area right here. So I'm gonna hit render for this area. This is the result I got. It needs a bit of adjustment in the reflection. I got very dark information here from the curve. It could be fixed. Just take this point up. That's cool. And for the gloss, take this up a bit. That's nice. After that, now you are quite ready to make the final shots. Final shots, I should go to the camera information and enable depth of field. I like to use depth of field, and I will hit interactive render just to choose a focus area. In Corona 4 you will find this option right here. It's very useful. It's help you to choose a focus point. So we're gonna enable it and right click, set focus to this point. So camera will focus on this area. F-stop is very low. I will take it up to 7, and I gonna create the final shot, but I need to adjust a light before that. This one is very low. I will take it to 30 and hit the render just to see the effect for this area in interactive render. Now I got some lighting here. Alright, now I will make the final render. From the render setting and the scene, choose render denoising, sorry, it's none for now. Change it to Corona high quality, and in the performance use secondary solver UHD cache, and that's all. Corona is very easy. After that, just make the final render, and don't forget to choose the dimension that you want. I used HDTV, and I choose this option right here. Or if you want, you can use the same aspect and take the number up if you want to make a very big image like this, 1.7, and hit look the information. I will choose 3000 pixel in the width, or 3500. I gonna hit render to see the final shots. Now the render is finished, and I got very nice results. As you see, I manipulated the tone map, and I add a bit of filmic shadow and sharpness here. I'm gonna hide this tool to have a big view. The displacement map exists here, the wrinkles of the map. So that's how to create a leather texture inside Corona. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you think this channel is useful for you, you can hit subscribe button. Thank you so much. Goodbye.